Anyone who has been paying careful attention to the full driving beta will realize that the number of disengagements has been gradually declining. When the driver steps in to stop the vehicle from doing something potentially hazardous, this is known as a disengagement. The number of interventions per million miles has been sharply declining. The likelihood of an accident on FSD is lower than that of the typical person at some time, and then much lower than that of the average person, and that tendency appears to continue next year. Ladies and gentlemen, investors in Tesla have been waiting impatiently for this moment. Is Tesla's fully autonomous driving system ready for the spotlight? Elon Musk appears to think so. The enthusiasm is evident as the version 12 rollout began yesterday night. Better yet, preliminary comments point to a huge success. Additionally, this isn't just from the typical beta testers. Tesla is implementing a random release strategy for the first time. Smoother, more human-like driving is being reported by many drivers. The autos are managing edge scenarios better than ever before, which is astonishing. We're delving deeply into robots and artificial intelligence today to offer our perspectives on this revolutionary advancement. However, before you do anything else, please subscribe to Tesla Stock News and like this video. Let's get going now. In the automotive industry, Tesla's version 12 of its fully autonomous software is making waves. Users remark smoother operation and better acceleration with this update, which significantly improves performance. It's a significant improvement to the driving experience as a whole. V12 is unique because of its adaptive navigation features. Whether negotiating speed bumps or calmly approaching stop signs, the system exhibits exceptional versatility in a variety of situations. This adaptability demonstrates Tesla's dedication to advancing autonomous driving technology. Early user input, however, presents a conflicting image. Although some users commend the system's improvements, others point out that there are times when it hesitates, especially when there are green lights. This emphasizes the necessity for constant improvement and the continued difficulties in completing autonomous driving technologies. Tesla is moving forward with its development plans in spite of these obstacles. V12 is expected to launch in Canada and other countries, indicating that autonomous driving technology will become more widely available. For Tesla and its users, this expansion creates new chances and possibilities. There is a lot of optimism about the future. There is enthusiasm for the potential of V12 and the larger FSD program in spite of the early obstacles. High hopes are raised for additional improvements and developments that would eventually lead to complete autonomy. The introduction of Tesla's V12 FSD marks a critical turning point in the development of autonomous driving. Even while there are obstacles to overcome, the future is bright, with V12 spearheading the push for safer, more effective, and eventually completely autonomous driving experiences. Let's now examine the main ideas. First, version 12 is being rolled out to employees and specific groups, according to Tesla Scope, a program that many Tesla owners use to track upgrades. The randomized distribution, which includes both Hardware 3 and Hardware 4 versions, is intriguing. This is different from how beta testing is typically done. How do you feel about this? Before we get started, it's important to note that Tesla Scope has confirmed that the update is available for cars outside of California, which is a big step forward. This implies that Tesla has allayed early reservations and shown faith in further distribution. Their willingness to grant access to anybody other than trusted testers is encouraging. It's also positive that it's expanding geographically within the United States. Version 12 has received overwhelmingly excellent first feedback, which is not surprising considering the move away from heuristic network architecture. Even though it's resolving a lot of current problems, new failure modes could still be discovered. It will take time for users to thoroughly examine these novel subtleties. Therefore, even though it's not a panacea, it's a significant advancement. Version 12 seems to fix a lot of issues, providing better efficiency in managing edge circumstances that were problematic for earlier iterations. For both Tesla and proponents of autonomous driving, this is an exciting time. Elon Musk is upbeat and suggests that this might be a turning point. An astute watcher of Tesla upgrades forecasts a breakthrough in autonomous driving similar to the ChatGPT moment. Elon's support for this viewpoint heightens the anticipation for the release. At first, there were conflicting responses. Omar, who was among the first people outside of Tesla staff to experience version 12, expressed displeasure. In comparison to earlier prototypes, he thought it was slow and reluctant. It's crucial to remember that early iterations frequently err on the side of caution. Ray may also have a role because it poses a special difficulty for the system. To ensure safety, a more cautious approach is required when expanding the user pool to include random beta testers. Finding a balance between prudent deployment and user happiness is the aim. Version 12 recipient Tesla AI Girl reports a satisfying experience, emphasizing enhancements in acceleration and stop sign recognition. This variation in user experiences highlights how difficult it is to distribute updates across various versions. Let's now examine a few edge cases. Arthur's demonstration of version 12's U-turn capabilities highlights the system's capacity for learning. According to Tesla AI developer Peril Jane, this feature developed naturally as a result of the AI's comprehension of human driving behavior rather than being specifically built. This self-learning capability improves overall system safety and expedites the integration of new features. Version 12's handling of a significant dip in the road, which was previously difficult from the system, is praised by another user, AI Driver. This innovative solution to practical problems is a major advancement. Omar's experience, in which version 12 skillfully exits his complex, highlights the system's development even more. Version 12 essentially marks a paradigm shift in autonomous driving by utilizing AI to handle challenging driving situations. These practical examples show how flexible and constantly improving the system is, paving the way for safer and more effective driving experiences in the future. Arthur from X discusses his first thoughts, complimenting the enhanced performance and seamless handling compared to earlier iterations. He observes improved freeway acceleration and faultless speed bump navigation. Arthur is impressed with version 12's capabilities overall, even though there was a small glitch at a stop sign. To see it in action, let's watch his video. As we watch Arthur drive, we can see how well it accelerates and operates, especially in the Sacramento, California area. But there's a big change. Many users are disappointed that they can no longer turn off the nag by using the scroll wheel. We witness Arthur navigating a three-way stop sign with cautious, possibly excessive, behavior while the system waits longer than anticipated. Although this increased caution is for safety, some users used to faster responses may become frustrated. Francis then discusses his excellent experiences with version 12, emphasizing its enhanced acceleration and seamless operation. Sat also commends the system's versatility, pointing out that it effortlessly changes pace in reaction to bumps, even in construction zones. An anonymous follower gives Pete Train's FSD, another user, conflicting feedback. Although there have been some advancements, the system still occasionally malfunctions, albeit less frequently than in earlier iterations. The wife test, which Pete emphasizes as a critical component, highlights how important it is to win over less seasoned customers. This emphasizes how important it is to give users, not just experienced testers, confidence. The success of version 12 ultimately rests in its capacity to simulate human driving behavior and learn from actual situations. Even if there is still room for development, the system has made unquestionable strides that bode well for safer and easier autonomous driving experiences in the future. Here, another person is sharing their version 12 first drive. Although there are some noticeable improvements, such improved acceleration and smoother functioning, there is still a slight hesitancy in some situations, such as at green lights. To show how it works in practice, let's watch the video. We observe a cautious approach during the drive, which may have been affected by the rain. The problems caused by bad weather are exacerbated by the auto wipers, which are now equipped with neural nets and appear to be less effective. Despite these little issues, preliminary user response indicates that version 12 is generally well received. Its fluidity and ability to handle edge circumstances, such confidently maneuvering around stop signs and speed bumps, have impressed many users. However, there are a few instances of reluctance that need to be improved, especially at green lights. Users are nevertheless hopeful about it.